Okay, so right now we just live in the Richfond Hill, the La Bellevue Hill, and we are almost ready to start Grand Riviere. All right. So where does Grand Riviere actually begin? I would say it is from the time you hit that Arthur Lewis Agricultural Research Station, you are already entering Grand Riviere. So we are at the Grand Riviere playing field right now. To your left is the Grand Riviere playing field, the football playing field. So this is the football field here. And as you can see, there are some equipment. There's an excavator and some containers. So I think that's part of some of the work that was being done on that small training field. There's a training field, there's a training area. I think it is one of those FIFA facilities that this is a FIFA. I think this is a FIFA training field in that area over there. So that's one of the places where I think they actually train the players in terms of the different techniques involved in playing football properly. Now, to the right of the playing field, the Grand Riviere playing field, this is the Arthur Lewis Research Farm. Okay, so we're just going to drive there to see what's going on inside of there. Hope the security guys will not get too angry. Okay, so we enter in the Arthur Lewis Research Farm. Now a lot of the students who do the agricultural program at Arthur Lewis Community College, this is where they actually do their practicals. So we can see that they have like 1, 2, 3. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tunnel houses. Some people call them greenhouses on the right. Okay. So you can see what's going on here. I think here we have some cucumbers here. We have some things in pots here. I don't know what they're talking about here. So these are the tunnel houses or the greenhouses that you will find on the Arthur Lewis farm. Okay. So yeah, as we say, this is where a lot of the practicals that the students do, that's where it is actually done. They also produce eggs on this farm, the eggs, broilers, pigs, and vegetables. So sometimes if you find yourself in a situation where you need eggs or you're running out of eggs, you can always call the Arthur Lewis Research Station and those things will be available to you for the most part. Okay, so if you look down there, that big greenhouse you see down there, that's one of the greenhouses that was donated by the Mexicans. You can recall sometime a few years ago there were some of these big greenhouses that were being erected in different places in St. Lucia, and I think some farmers actually benefited from that project. The Mexicans were responsible for donating these greenhouses. So there is one on this farm here. Okay, this is the main building at this Arthur Lewis farm. There's the main building here. and there are classrooms in this place. So I think when some of the students, when the students come here for the practical, sometimes they can actually get some lessons in this building here. So this is one of the areas down there where there is open field cultivation down here. So that's the area over there where we have the you have the chicken pens and the pig pens over here. So you can see that area behind the greenhouse. I think they do open field cultivation there. There used to be some bananas, but they in times past they have grown yams in that area. So this place here is the security hut. So that's basically what I'm going to show you for Sir Arthur Lewis Farm here. So we are on our way out. This is Sir Arthur Lewis Research Station. They produce a lot of vegetables here sometimes, and they sell to places in probably commercial places in the north. And they also have a van that they pass around with. They drive the van through Grand Riviere Valley in different areas and sell eggs and vegetables and other stuff. But it is one of the training stations, research stations that they use for the diploma program that they have at Sir Arthur Lewis. So we're going to make a right turn and continue on our journey, and we're going to go through the heart of Grand Riviere. We're going to go through the different road networks where you're going to see what the people, how the people live and everything. So to our right, we're about to make a right turn where I will show you the Grand Riviere School. So this here is the Grand Riviere Secondary School. Secondary school. All right. Okay, this facility here is Palm Valley. This is the famous Palm Valley. This place is a wide place where they keep shows, weddings, parties, anniversaries. It is a place that is available to you for any occasion. So sometimes, like some schools can come here for retreats, school retreat, or government offices, so it is a place that is away from the normal experience that you may have in the north, and people tend to come here for weddings and different occasions. So it is a wide facility, and it is a place that you can come to and have a nice time for your wedding or other occasion. It is called Palm Valley. So this bridge here is the main bridge in Grand Riviere. It is what some people used to call the Alba Bridge. Alba Bridge. So we are right now passing over the Alba Bridge. Now immediately after the Alba Bridge, this is the Resource Center, Community Center of Grand Riviere. Resource Center, Community Center for Grand Riviere. This is it here. Okay. So now we're going to make a left turn. Esther! Alright. Now, if you were to make a right turn, it will take you to Montparnasse, and if you go straight, it's going to go to Dibonnaire. So we're going to go straight along this road. Mazumba! We're going to go to Dibonnaire right now. So right now we are on the Dibonnaire road. Okay. We're on the Dibonnaire road. And if we follow this road completely to the end, it will take us to a place called Theobald Estate. Now I'm making a right turn on this concrete road here because it is an interesting piece of history for this road. Now this road here, if you look carefully, there is a ravine that is passing down there. This ravine, the people used to have to cross this ravine to get out of that area. Now for over 50 years, people were begging different politicians, all these political parties coming here, they used to beg them to at least construct a bridge for these people, and they would refuse. There was some kind of a wooden bridge, some makeshift wooden bridge, but anytime it was raining, people couldn't go to school from that area, especially if it was a storm or the rain was heavy, the rainfall was heavy. It was impossible to leave this place. And it took all of these years. This thing must have been, the people must have been begging these politicians to construct a road here or whatever, a bridge, for probably over 50 years. And nobody ever listened to them. And let me tell you something, it took Sean Edwards to come here and do this thing for these people. So you see how people get, you see how loyalty develops for some politicians. Even before Sean Edward was born, people were begging politicians to do something about that road network, about the bridge. They were not even thinking of a road, they were thinking of a bridge just so that the children would be able to go to school. People would be able to go to work. And they just rejected those people year after year. And it took Sean Edward to come here and to construct this bridge and the road for these people. And I'm not talking on behalf of Sean or campaigning for him or whatever. This is just the truth. It is just showing you the disrespect that politicians have for people in this valley. More than 50 years, people have been begging for a proper thing to help them to navigate this place. And it took only Sean Edward to do that for them. So where do you think the loyalty will be? So yeah, this is this road here. Roland, what up? So I'm just going up there to turn. Yeah, so as we said, this is Dibonnaire. This is the end of this South Madam side road. South Madam, bonjour. All right. Yeah. So we're on our way out. It was just important that we mentioned that we had to bring out that point concerning that road, that these people have been begging for a bridge for probably over 50 years. And it was only Sean Edward who did that thing for them. So we're going back on our journey to the. I just want to show you Theobald area. This place here is has been a very productive area in terms of agriculture production for many years. There was actually a banana shed in this place. Those things that they used to call IBDs, inland buying depots. There was one around here. Okay. All right, so this is two pig pens on the left side, or one. So if you look onto the right, there's a road that goes in this place here. There's a road going up there, and it goes like way into the forest. There are a lot of farms in that area. They call that place M.abouya. All right, those who know the area, it may mean a lot to them. So this is basically a concrete road. Concrete road here. Those are there. All right. Okay. But again, one thing that I was hoping that you people would have seen, if you look, there are a lot of areas here that are not cultivated. To the right especially, you can see it is almost like this whole area is very forested. Now in the past, everywhere here was cultivated. As you know, the main crop was bananas, but people used to plant yams and those things there. I know that there was a nice vegetable farm somewhere around here. All right, this whole road is a concrete road. Concrete road. And again, if you are observant, you'll realize that there's not much farming going on. So I'm going to reverse here. Look, as far as you can see, there's nothing happening in these places. So we're getting out of here, going back. Now, people, there's one thing I want you to realize. You know, or if you have been through two political campaigns in the valley, the Grand Riviere Valley, every 5 years you hear the same story. Nou ka plante, nou ni an chay mango isi a ka gate, fruits nou ka gate, le nou gen eleksyon, nou kay fe bagay ko, nou kay fe factory pou fe juice, set lisi ka importe top juice. So all of them are saying that our mangoes are being wasted, our fruits are being wasted, and we're importing too much fruits in too much fruit juice in this country. So if they were to win the elections, they are going to stop this importation because there are going to be more factories in the country. Both of these parties are saying the same thing. And when they win the elections, the status quo continue. You see, what is happening is, what is happening, people need to be observant. You know, when you watch the Godfather movie, at the beginning of the Godfather movie, there is a puppeteer. There is a guy, there is the, you've seen like the puppet master. Yeah, I was saying, when you watch the Godfather movie, at the beginning, you will see like the strings, some strings, and the puppeteer is pulling the strings and the puppet is performing. And the political system here reminds me of that. Because what we have is, these big companies, you know who they are, you know them. These big companies that bring in the juice, the pine heel and all of those things. These guys are the puppeteers. And they pull the strings and the politicians dance. So these guys will tell you that when they come in power, we will not import all of that juice. But before they come to the power, these puppeteers already give them money for their campaign. So when they come there, as we know, whoever pays the piper, he calls the tune. So these guys who give the money for the political campaigns, when these politicians win, they do their bidding and they forget about those people who are actually moving around for them. But the thing is, the people have not realized, year after year after year, the same story, the same storyline, the same punchline is being used, and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So they continue. So they continue to tell you the same stories year after year. So what happened is, the politician now, upon assuming his role in government, his priority now is to protect these big companies so that they can continue to bring in all that juice here. So that thing they told you on the platform where they're going to stimulate people to get into juice factories and all of that, they forget about all of those things now. You understand? And so what we have now is a situation where all of these agricultural areas, when you pass through them, there are very few people really going to be doing anything in these areas. A lot of the land is just empty. Abandoned farms. Abandoned farms. And they continue, even the very few. We had thousands of banana farmers in this country. Now there are very few. And the few that is left, they are being frustrated every day. Yeah. So that's what we have here. General Key.
Yes, sir.
So there is this. We're still at Dibonnet. And there's this concrete road. If I go up there, there's another concrete road over there again. There's another story again with that concrete road. Because these people were begging for years upon years for help. Because when they were when the children were going to school, they had to be walking in mud. And they were begging for politicians to construct a road for them. Nobody listened to them. It was when Tony Torrance came into power, he constructed that concrete road for these people. You know, anytime you have a need, a serious need, the person who fulfill that need, you can never forget them. Then we come from Dibonais right now, so we're going to go to Montparnasse. We're going to make a left turn to Montparnasse. All right. Left turn to Montparnasse. Left turn to Montparnasse. We are on the Montparnasse Road. So this is my friend's place there. This is Mr. Ice, the barber. Mr. Ice. Mr. Ice! So this is the Montparnasse Road. Now I'm not going to complete the whole thing because if I continue on that road, the first left will take me to Boisjoli Dennery, and if I were to continue straight, it will take me to the Belfashion area. That area where that Belfashion used to be. If I continue straight on that road, that's where it's going to take me. So I'm going to turn here. But this thing take you to Basile and all these other places over there. Again, if I go straight, it will take me to the area by the how do you call it, Erad Estate, and then to the place where you had that factory where they were making the clothes for the women. But if I make the first left turn when I go on the top of the hill, it will take me to Boisjoli area. Okay, so I don't want to go all there, so I'm going to turn right now. Okay. All right. Back on track. So what happened is, like, people who are in America and those places, they tend to like these videos where they can actually see their communities. Yeah. So I'm going to make a left turn from Montparnasse. And I'm going to pass through that back road by ice to take me to a place called Alemon, which will connect me back to the main highway. Okay. So you see, nothing is really happening in these areas really in terms of farming. And when the time comes for elections, that's when you're going to hear people cry and complain and talk as if they're so much interested in farming. They're so interested in the farming. They're so interested in the farming sector. But I just don't understand, boy. How people are so easily deceived. It is just amazing how people are so easily deceived. I heard a guy made a statement in a movie. You know, there is a lot of lessons. There are a lot of lessons that you can learn in movies sometimes. I think the name of the movie was Training Day with Denzel Washington. And a guy said, he used the N-word. He used the N-word and he said, game over. He used the N-word in the movie and he said the N's always want to, they always want to be part of something. It's a simple statement, but it has a lot of deep meaning to me. You know, there are some people who always want to be part of something, no matter how bad it is. And even if year after year after year, decade after decade after decade, they benefit not from it, their people don't benefit from it, yet they still want to be part of it. And the ends always want to be part of something. What's up, man? What's up? All right, man. Yeah, the ends always want to be part of something. So it may be that people just want to be part of something. That's why they get involved even in the things that will work against them. Showing! So to me, a lot of times being part of that political thing in this country doesn't benefit a lot of the people. Dylan teacher. So fair. You talk about face here, Dylan. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Just there. That is my turf them days.
You are what?
My turf.
Yeah, you living here now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, huh?
With food and everything.
I hope you behaving yourself. You hear what happening these days with people are behaving themselves. Behave yourself. So no guy where?
Oh, yeah.
Take care. Monsieur. Yeah, so this is a lemon now. We're going down on the concrete road there again. Shabin Southfair. Yeah. Sir! Southfair. Southfair. Yeah. Uncle Gordon. Buck. So, this is the main road, the road that takes you to Castries. Okay. So this is, if you look down there, this is where we entered. Remember we made a left and we said it's taking you to Montparnasse and Dibonne. We passed that side already. That building you see there over there on the left side is the Grand Riviere supermarket. It's a place where you can get all your groceries so you don't have to go to Castries. Some people like leaving what they have and go to Castries, I don't know why. They will go through the trouble of buying things in Castries at the same price they would buy it in the rural areas. So again, we're making a left turn to go up. I just want to show you the rest of Grand Riviere. So we're going up. This area here is called Des Branches. Yeah, they call this area Des Branches. Okay, so as we say, in this area is called Tommaso. To our right is where they sell the local bread. Okay. All here is Tommaso area here. On the left is where you can get your barbecue stuff, your barbecue pork and those kind of things. So this greenhouse is the last residential house in the area, in the community. And the end of Grand Riviere, where exactly is that? I would say the end of Grand Riviere is around the area where you make that left turn to go to the quarry, or just a little higher up that area. That would be the end of Grand Riviere. So to me, anything above that point, you start hitting the Bardalil. Okay, so this left turn here, this road will take you to the quarry and to that farming area called Tonnes. That road will take you to these areas there, Tonnes, and the quarry is just in front of us. So that is basically the end of Grand Riviere. So to end this trip, we're just going to drive through Grand Riviere again. We're going to be, this time we're driving from the Castries side going downwards. Okay, so we are approaching the end of the tour. So we're just passing through Grand Riviere one more time, but this time we're just going to stay on the highway so that you can have an idea. Now, as you will notice and observe, we have not seen too many vehicles on the road because this is the C virus season and people tend to be staying at their homes right now. So that's the situation right now. Hey, boss. Yeah. So again, this is Tommaso. We're passing through Tommaso right now. Just a little recap. On the left is the place where you buy the local bread. The blue and white is Wasco. That's the Wasco office for the new water project that we have in the valley. Moving right along. So we live in Tomaso now, and we enter in a place called Desbranches. That's one of the new bridges that we constructed. It has made a big difference in our lives. Our place don't get flooded like before. That was a good project. Money well spent. So we still Desbranches. Okay. Alright, this area around here we call it Fournier. Fournier is like the town, the real town right now for Grand Riviere. On the left is All American Windows, where you get these push-up windows, casement windows, and this kind of windows. All American Windows. We just passed it a while ago. Again, on the left, this is Palm Valley. That's the place where you can rent for your weddings and all kinds of occasion. It's a very spacious place. It's a very nice facility, Palm Valley. And again, to our left, Sir Louis Agricultural Research Farm. And the right is the football field. And there is also a FIFA training facility there on the right. So this is the end of Grand Riviere, and this is the end of the tour. I hope you appreciate it, because when people in America and those places see these videos with their place, their community, it kind of make them feel okay, if it make them feel good. So thank you for watching.